Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to sunny Southern California here at Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Joey Senna, joined alongside me, Jacob Kronberg. We have a fantastic matchup for Game 1 of the doubleheader at the stadium versus the Chill and the Lumberjacks. The Chill come in at 1-3, and the Oregon Lumberjacks are coming in with a 1-2 record. We have a great pitching matchup on the mounds.
Yeah, it starts with the Lumberjacks in the field, and Jared Dingus is on the bump. And Jared is not like most of the pitchers we've seen so far in the CWL. Jared's a knuckleballer, something he's incorporated into his game more and more over the last couple of seasons. It became a prominent pitch for him this fall, and you're going to see about 75% knuckleballs from him. Then he'll mix in the fastball. He's got a slider and a changeup combination behind that as well, but it's going to be really cool to see how these players go against it. And I don't know about you, I haven't called too many games with a knuckleballer on the bump.
I think this will be my first or second as well. We have a cooler morning here, 57 degrees at first pitch. Our umpires for the game, Roman Frecking, will be calling the balls and strikes behind the plate, and Josh Garcia will be out in the field. Let's take a quick look at the Chill batting lineup. We have the first baseman, Kevin Consolazio, leading things off. JT Reed out in center field will be batting second. Nick Knoll, who was at first base yesterday, moves over to the hot corner at third base. Will be batting third. The cleanup hitter is left fielder Jacob Vanderwall. Batting fifth is Cameron Bass, and he's also playing second base. 6-7 hitters are right fielder Tyler Cook and the shortstop Hin Woo Kim. And the lineup rounds out with catcher Aaron Cook and the designated hitter Jake Rybarski. We're about to get all set here with the leadoff man, Kevin Consolazio.
Yeah, Bobby Brown did a little finger painting with the lineup today, moving guys up and down, played Tetris around the order. We're going to see some guys in different spots. Consolazio gets a chance up top, some guys at new positions as well. It should be fun to see against Dingus.
First pitch to Consolazio, wastes no time in swinging at the first pitch, fouled back into the netting. First pitch at 10:01 here on Tuesday, the last day of January. Like I mentioned, it's a cool day. We have a little bit of a breeze going on in the outfield. Kevin Consolazio now in a 1-1 count against Jared Dingus, the knuckleballer.
Wind howling in from center field, and as the gusts come and go, it's going to be really hard to drive the ball today. You look at Consolazio at the plate. He's played primarily first base for the Chill. He's also a guy who we'll see at times across the diamond in the hot corner. He's DH'd a little bit. Hasn't had too many registered at-bats. He's done a really nice job of drawing walks. That's why he gets that leadoff spot nod today.
1 for 3 coming into today's game. Looking to lead things off for the Chill, who are looking for their second win in this early season. We saw the pitchers kind of control the first few games here at the stadium, but yesterday we saw the bats come to life here in the 2023 California Winter League. High and inside to Consolazio.
Yeah, it was our biggest offensive day of the year yesterday. You started on the turf with an 11-10 walk-off win for the British Columbia Bombers. Come on over to the first stadium game. The Power, a 6-0 win. They jumped out early. Half a dozen extra base hits for Palm Springs as Consolazio walks to start things. And then our nightcap, a 7-3 matchup. We really saw these offenses have to play a back and forth and score some runs in multiple innings, which we hadn't seen too much of against the early pitching.
The Chill get their leadoff man on. Kevin takes the lead from first base. And JT Reed, the center fielder, digs in from the left side. Takes strike one.
Reed, one of the few guys who I guess we could call has been an everyday player through some of these rotations. He's been so prominent in center field defensively. And he's hitting 500, 6 for 12. You can't ask for a much better week.
Reed more of a traditional leadoff man rather than Consolazio, but mixing things up for the Chill here in their 5th game. JT Reed fouls that back.
Nobody's squared up that knuckleball yet. We've seen 3 fastballs over the first 4 strikes that have been foul balls right back into the netting, which means that ball's doing a little bit of late dancing as it approaches home plate.
How many days do the batters even see knuckleballs in live pitching? That ball's skied way up in the air from JT Reed, shortstop Fennelly, and Puglielli will drop the ball at third base, and they'll get Consolazio out at second base.
Yeah, that was virtue of the wind. If you can see the flags, they're blowing in and toward the first base side. So if pop-up hit the third, it's a difficult play. And Puglielli started back, thought it was going to come to him, had to come in late. It's going to be an error and then a fielder's choice.
JT Reed on first base brings up the third baseman Nick Knoll, who will bat from the right side. Awaits the pitch from Dingus, who's in the stretch. Looking at Reed at first, delivers to home plate, and that ball's a big bouncer after it hits the dirt. JT Reed rounding second base, heading to third on that wild pitch.
Shows off the speed right there, and then the awareness of reading a ball in the dirt. He starts going, sees the hop, and never kicks it out of that top gear.
JT Reed showing off his speed on the base paths. So 1-0 to Nick Knoll, who has an RBI opportunity here with a man on third base and only 1 out. A big cut there for strike 1. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be on this Tuesday morning on the California Winter League YouTube channel. 1-1, Nick Knoll takes outside. The Chill looking to get the lead early here in the first inning before Neil Uscali even takes the mound.
Got a great opportunity here. The corners do creep in against Knoll.
Knoll fouls that just to the foul side of third base. The count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the top half of the first.
This is the second start of the year for Jared Dingus. He's just 21 years old. He spent 2 years in the Empire League already, but in his first outing went 3 1/3, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs. It was your pretty standard first appearance.
Nick Knoll comes away empty and strikes out with a runner on third base. Big strikeout there from Dingus, his first of the game.
He struck out 4 over the 3 1/3 in his first appearance, walked just 2, which shows pretty solid command for a guy if there's 75% knuckler.
Brings up the cleanup man, the left fielder, Jacob Vanderwall, who steps in from the left side. He'll face the righty, Dingus. Dingus set up on the third base side of the rubber. He's as far as you can be to the third base side of that rubber.
Yeah, he's going to see more right-handed hitters. He positions himself over there, so it's easier to establish the inner half.
Vanderwall up the middle. Fennelly, the shortstop, goes over and makes the play. So Dingus works around the air. And we have a scoreless top half of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second when the Lumberjacks take their first bat. Welcome back to the home half of the first inning. A scoreless first inning for the Chill. The Oregon Lumberjacks will take their first at-bat. Caleb Rappert, the leadoff man who's in left field, will get things started for Oregon. Takes outside strike one. This is what the lineup looks like for the Lumberjacks. Lazaro Amable will bat second. Andrew Puglielli bat third. The cleanup man is Jalen Reese, who's in right field. Big swing and a miss there from Rappert, who's behind in the count, 0-2. The fifth hitter is the shortstop, Luke Fennelly. The sixth hitter is Devin McCary. 7, 8, and 9 are Ronald Jackson, Shinichiro Ishida, and Daniel Mata rounds things out for the Lumberjacks.
It's a good start for you, Skelly. We're seeing him for the second time, both times here at the stadium. 4 scoreless in his debut on opening day. Struck out 6, walked none, and you can't ask for more. The guys who have thrown more strikes are the guys who have seen more success early on this season, not allowing those extra base runners. And if your total of free passes plus errors really, the higher that number gets, the less likely you are to come away with a win.
Uscali is making his second appearance. His first time out, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. That run was not earned, and he recorded 6 strikeouts in those 4 frames.
And he's been an innings hitter. Pitched for the High Point Rockers last season under Jamie Keefe and threw 83 and 2/3 innings over 16 starts. Got 10 decisions. That shows you he's going deep into games. 10 decisions in 16 starts. It's a pretty good number nowadays when pitchers are going generally 4 to 6 innings as a starter.
Head in the count, 0-2. That's upstairs and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Scully, he's a Liberty Hill, Texas guy. You'll see 2 different fastballs from him. That 2-seamer that'll run into the righties. 4-seamer runs a little bit more away.
Uscali finds the outside corner for strike 3. Uscali wastes no time in recording his first strikeout of the game.
Off those fastballs, you're going to see a little bit of a cut fastball, a little bit of a cutter from Uscali, which plays really well with the slider. That similar motion, one more exaggerated than the other, but the velo's not that off, and then he'll throw the changeup as well as a 5th pitch.
Lazaro Amable waits first pitch, fouls that right into the Lumberjacks dugout.
Mabel's still trying to get the bat going from the left side, just 1 for 8 to start the season.
Mabel takes strike 2.
But you're not going to be allowed to sit back and take your walks against Neil Uscali. He's going to pump strikes.
Attacking the zone. Once again, 2 strikeouts to start the game for Uscali. Like you mentioned, attacking the strike zone early. Brings up the number 3 hitter, Andrew Puglielli.
We've seen 8 pitches.
And 2 punch-outs already.
7 of them have been strikes.
Uscali works from the windup. The right side of the rubber delivers ball 1, low and away. Uscali looking to start the game with a 1-2-3 inning, looking to strike out the side. That's fouled into the metal bleachers. That will trickle down. We're here at every step of the way.
Make it all the way. Keep going. One more. There we go. Somebody go get that popcorn.
Puglielli steps in, awaits the 1-1 pitch from Uscali. Gets set, kicks, delivers. Outside, ball 2. That was a close pitch for Uscali. Trying to paint the corner there.
I love how composed the windup is for Neil Uscali. Repeatable, low leg delivery.
Puglielli blasts the ball right up the middle. First hit of the day for the Lumberjacks. Brings up the right fielder, number 9, Jalen Reese, with 2 outs and a man aboard.
Reese has had a really strong start to the CWL season. 4 hits, walked twice. He's been on base 6 times in 10 plate appearances. Driven in a run, just 22 years old. He's been a guy to spotlight early. That's why he continues to bat in that 3-4-5 area of this lineup for Cam Roth.
Just low and inside from Uscali. Ball 1 to Jalen Reese. Puglielli on first base after his 2-out single. Steps off. A couple steps from first base. Uscali delivers to the plate. That's fouled back by Jalen Reese. Lumberjacks looking for a 2-out rally here in the home half of the first inning. We are scoreless. On this cool morning here in Palm Springs, Uscali kicks, the runner goes. Puglielli will make it in time. The throw from Cook not in time. Stolen base. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 away for the cleanup man, Reese. Taps his bat on the plate, bats from the left side. Waits the pitch from Uscali, who's in the stretch. On the first base side of the rubber, checks the runner. Delivers strike 2 on the outside corner. What do you think Uscali goes with here on a 2-2 count with a runner on?
That cutter away. Get something weak on the ground.
That's what he does, and it's fouled off by Reese to stay alive.
You're not sure he got that where he wanted. You saw Cook, once Uscali began his motion, kind of hopped to the outer part of the plate. That ball dove toward the inner half, and Reese was ready to turn on it just a bit ahead of the off speed.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a man on, and 2 away in this scoreless affair. That's way upstairs from Uscali. The count is now full. If it gets to him, Luke Fennelly in the on-deck circle.
This is the guy you want. You got the CWL hit leader on deck.
The 3-2 from Uscali. Fouled back. Reese stays alive. Great at-bat here from Jalen Reese early in the game, battling off these pitches from Uscali. Uscali looks in, gets the pitch he wants. Full count. Another foul ball, and we'll do it again.
Pitch number 9 of the at-bat upcoming. Jalen Reese really making Uscali work early, trying to see that full repertoire of pitches.
Uscali got the first 2 outs in the inning relatively easy with strikeouts with Raper and Mabel. Fouls off another pitch is Jalen Reese. Puglielli had a single up the middle, and he stole second. And Jalen Reese about to see pitch number 10. Uscali looks in. Gets set from the stretch. Breaking ball just above the zone. Jalen Reese will earn a walk.
What a tremendous at-bat. And that's a really tough pitch there to lay off. The slider up in the zone, going to dive toward your barrel, but Reese read that it was going to hang upstairs. It did. And now Fennelly with a real chance to put the Lumberjacks on front early.
Luke Fennelly, 7 for 10 early on in this California Winter League season, hitting .700 entering today's game. Throw back from Uscali, not in time to get Puglielli at second. That was a close play. Puglielli having to get his jersey dirty, dive headfirst back into second base.
Usually those inside moves aren't that close of a play unless you really caught the guy leaning the wrong direction.
Puglielli, a big lead at second base. Fennelly grounds it to Knoll at third base, and the throw gets away from Consolazio. That'll score Puglielli. Jalen Reese comes around third at the plate, makes it in time, and Fennelly ends up at third base after all of that, and the Jacks have an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think that's going to go down as 2 errors against Knoll. One on the fielding play, which allowed Fennelly to get on, and then I guess the underthrow across the diamond.
Brings up Devin McCary, the designated hitter for the Jacks. Still with a runner on third base and 2 outs. Swinging at the first pitch is McCary. Settling under is Vanderwall, and that will retire the side. But not before the Lumberjacks get on the board early here in the first inning and lead 2-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the top of the second inning. Middle of the lineup due up for the Chill. Bass, Cook, and Kim. They trail 2-0. Dingus finds the outside corner for strike one.
We've got a low-scoring one going on in the backfield. So our official scorer, Adrian Ponce, he let us know it's 3-0 A's in front, top of the 6th on the turf.
Shout out to Adrian, thank you.
Always on top of things.
Bass awaits the 1-1 from Dingus. That ball's flied way up into the air. Fennelly, the shortstop, will deal with the wind, and that'll be 1 out here for the Jacks.
Much easier pop-up than the one we saw in the first inning, which Puglielli dropped. Wind had come to a standstill. It really subsided there, which became blocking the sun, which is pretty overhead behind home plate at this time in the day.
That brings up Tyler Cook. He'll hit with nobody on and one away from the left side. Cook awaits. Breaking ball outside from Dingus. Not even close. Cook still looking for his first hit here in the California Winter League 2023 season. Not a lot of at-bats for Cook. He's 0 for 2. Takes outside corner, strike one from Dingus.
Dingus does a really nice job of mixing in that fastball as now kind of his surprise me pitch versus the knuckler. He was never the hardest of throwers.
Outside for Cook once again, 2-1.
And the Empire League started having him play around with the knuckleball. It's the toughest pitch to throw effectively. And once it was established with how slow and how much movement that pitch has, the 82, 83, 84, whatever he gets on that heater, seems a lot quicker coming in when you're seeing knuckleball after knuckleball. Kind of that reverse changeup effect.
Dingus is behind in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Cook takes ball 4 in the dirt. The second walk that Dingus has issued early in this game. Brings up the shortstop, Hyun-Woo Kim. Kim has had a nice start to the season. He's 4 for 11 in this season. He scored 3 runs. He has 3 stolen bases. He takes strike 1.
And he's played a really strong defensive shortstop as well as Kim.
Kim not afraid to flash his leather. Dingus delivers up in the zone. Ball 1. Dingus taking a long look at Cook, who has a short lead at first base. Dingus delivers from the stretch. Check swing. Kim did not go. And on that wild pitch, Cook ends up at second base. The Chill looking to respond after the Jacks took a 2-0 lead in the home half of the first inning. Now a runner in scoring position for Kim. Kim hits a comebacker to Dingus. Dingus delivers to first. Ashita awaits that at first base for out number 2. Cook stays at second base.
Yeah, Cook didn't really jump much off the bag, and honestly probably could have been a bit more aggressive there because Dingus didn't even turn around to look him back before making that play. We've seen guys on those comebackers bluff and then take off for third.
No harm there for Dingus, who will now face Aaron Cook, the catcher for the Chill. That ball slices through for strike 1.
It's one of the first sliders we've seen, and it was a sharp one. Dove in over that outside edge.
The runner's going. Dingus throws to third base in time, and that will end the inning. Tyler Cook gets caught stealing. A nice job from Dingus to step off and deliver a strike to Puglielli at third base. That ends the top of the second inning. The Lumberjacks ahead 2-0. Welcome back. It's the bottom of the second inning. The Lumberjacks have a 2-0 lead. They scored those 2 runs last inning. Looking to add on here is the bottom of the lineup for the Jacks. Jackson, Ishida, and Mata due up. Strike 1 from Uscali to Jackson. Jackson's from Georgia. He played some college ball at Andrew College. Takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Jackson still looking for his first hit. 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Uscali.
Yeah, Jackson never took the bat off the shoulder. Fastball in, really that 2-seamer in, cutter away, 4-seamer at the knees, and he makes quick work of Jackson, does Uscali.
Brings up Ishida, who will bat from the left side. Uscali kicks, deals. Strike 1. Uscali just attacking the strike zone. He's thrown 4 pitches in this inning, 4 strikes. Uscali delivers ball 1. Just low to Ishida. Ishida's 1 for 4 in this season. Ishida flies this way up in the air. Kim, the shortstop, trying to deal with the wind. Will track it down for out number 2. A quick 2 outs for Uscali here in the home half of the second.
Similar to how we started the first inning. Couple of quick ones, got Rapert and Amable early, then gave up the single, a walk, and then that double-header is really what hurt him. Both those runs are not going to be charged against his earned run average. But his team is down 2-0, and they're going to have to get the bats going.
First pitch swinging is Daniel Mata. Kim gets in front of it, delivers low to Consolazio, and that'll be an error on the throw. The number 9 batter, Mata, reaches on an error, and he'll be granted second base. The ball was put out of play from the throw over from Kim. Runner in scoring position for the leadoff man, Caleb Rapert. Last time up, Rapert struck out. He hits from the left side. Takes outside, up and away from Uscali, ball 1.
That throwing error already the 3rd charged error against the left side of the Chill infield.
Strike 1. Inside corner from Uscali. Nice pitch there. Behind in the count 1-0. Uscali working fast. Looks in, gets his sign, delivers to Rapert, who hits a grounder to Kim. And similar play. The ball gets past Consolazio, and in to score is Daniel Mata. Nice base running from Mata. The Lumberjacks now take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
The center fielder, number 27, Lazaro Amable.
Still 2 away. Rapert leads from first base. Lazaro Amable struck out his last time up in the first inning. He will hit from the left side as well. Ball 1 outside from Uscali.
Yeah, the defense behind Uscali not helping. I think that's going to go down as another double error. Once on the boot, allowing him to reach, and then the overthrow allows
The runner's going
score.
a swing and a miss. Rapert gets caught stealing. A nice throw from Cook. That will end the inning, but not before the Jacks pick up another run on the air in the bottom of the second. They lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the third inning.
After 2 full innings, it's the Lumberjacks.
Top of the third inning at Palm Springs Stadium. The Oregon Lumberjacks lead the Palm Springs Chill 3-0. Jacob Kronberg to my right is Joey Senna. Bringing you a Tuesday edition of the California Winter League. Game 1 at the stadium. As Aaron Cook, the catcher for the Chill, takes ball 1 low from Jared Dingus. Cook was the batter to end the second inning before Tyler Cook was thrown out trying to take third. 1-0 from Dingus, breaking ball in at the knees for a called strike. Dingus has not given up a hit over the first 2 innings as he works out of the windup. 1-1 knuckleball hits Cook in the backside. So a leadoff base runner for the Palm Springs Chill as they try to claw back into this one, trailing 3-0.
The Chill trying to work around 5 errors early on in this game.
Lucky to be down just 3-0 with the 5 errors all by the left side of the infield. First pitch breaking ball waved at and missed by Jake Rybarski, the designated hitter this morning for Bobby Brown's Chill. Right on right the matchup. Dingus kicks and goes, missing down and in, ball 1.
We talked to Jake Rybarski the other day. He's out from Chicago, the suburbs there. He said he enjoys looking at the palm trees here in Palm Springs.
Yeah, he was enamored by the environment and the surroundings of playing ball here every day in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
His pitch misses low to Rybarski, 2-1 the count. Cook off first, short lead, being held on by Shinichiro Ishida. Middle infield pinches in double play depth. Dingus with the slide step, and he misses down and out with the slider. So after hitting the leadoff man, Jared Dingus falls behind the 9-hole hitter, 3-1. And that'll bring Daniel Mata out to talk to his battery mate. Clear blue skies in Palm Springs this morning. Full view of the mountains and canyons behind us, palm trees in front. Really nice foreground background matchup. I'm sure a photographer would love something like this up here.
And from the field, they have a beautiful view of the mountain right behind us that has snow on the peak of it.
Short lead for Cook. Dingus with the slide step once again. The 3-1 slider popped up right side, drifting into foul territory as Reese sprints over, reaches out, and makes the catch. Jalen Reese covering tons of ground out in right field as he rolls into the fence to complete the putout. Aaron Cook stays put at first.
Wonderful play by Reese, making the long run from right field all the way to the fence in foul territory. If you're the pitcher, Dingus, you'd love to see that from your fielders.
Now 1 on and 1 out for the top of the Chill order. It's Kevin Consolazio, who buckles on a first pitch slider for strike 1. Consolazio walked and then was forced out on a fielder's choice in the opening inning. Right on right the matchup. Dingus with a bell tie set. 0-1. Changeup misses just low for a ball. The Lumberjacks wearing the deep green tops, white bottoms. Reads Lumberjacks on the front with that little axe as well. Gray caps, black brims with the CWL logo on them as Consolazio pounds a breaking ball foul at home plate for strike 2. 3-0. The Jacks leading the Chill. Both sides looking for win number 2 of the young CWL season. Dingus hangs the right arm, peering in for the sign. Glove tucked up against his left shoulder. Circles through the signs with Mata. Took a long time, so Consolazio calls time. Steps out to regroup. Kevin with the one batting glove look just on the left hand for the right-handed hitter. Twirls the bat, now digs in with the open stance. Dingus has his pitch, 1-2 slider. Freeze frame, strike 3. Good breaking ball by Jared Dingus, picking up his second strikeout and the second out of this inning.
Big pitch there from Dingus. If you're Dingus, you're looking for a shutdown inning right here after your team added on to the lead in the bottom of the last inning.
Now brings up the speedy JT Reed. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Ball in the dirt. Cook on the move. Strong throw to second. Mata got him. Cook tried to slide to the outfield portion of the bag, but a smooth tag applied by Fennelly allows Dingus to face the minimum in the third. Going to the bottom half of the inning, 3-0 Lumberjacks in front on the CWL YouTube. Two, three, four in the order due up for the Oregon Lumberjacks, who lead the Palm Springs Chill 3-0 as we begin the home third. Neil Uscali still on the bump for Palm Springs as he blows a fastball pass to Mabel for strike one. Jacob Kronberg, Joey Senna here on the CWL YouTube as Uscali works quickly out of the windup. And that barreling two-seamer down and in gets a Mabel swinging for strike two. Uscali working off the first base side of the rubber, angled toward the third base dugout. His 0-2 flared down the right field line. Sprinting over is Cook. Can he get there? No, it lands in fair territory. Wide turn for a Mabel, but he puts on the brakes as Cook fires it in. It's a leadoff single for Lazaro Amabel and the Lumberjacks.
Uscali hasn't pitched bad today. He's only given up 2 hits, but his defense behind him has struggled early on in this game with those 5 errors.
Yeah, that one a bleeder at that, a Texas leaguer that drops in down the line. But Amabel aboard with tremendous speed, and Andrew Puglielli step into the dish. He singled, stole a bag, and scored in inning number 1. Middle infield of Kim and Bass pinch as Uscali works out of the stretch and picks off the outer edge with a fastball for strike one called.
Both of these catchers doing a nice job catching guys stealing. We've seen both catchers throw guys out.
Two-seamer, up and in, swung over for strike two. Yeah, we've had 3 different half innings end today via a pickoff or caught stealing. Short lead off of first for Amabel. Being held on by Consolazio. Uscali steps off and throws over. That's the A move. And diving in safely is Amabel. Infield and outfield straight up against Puglielli, the former White Sox draft pick, 40th round back in 2016. As the 0-2 is popped up foul beyond the bleachers on the right side. Count remains 0-2. Puglielli 3 for now 8 to begin his CWL season. It's a .375 average. He's driven in 1 run, scored 2.
He makes a lot of contact. He's only been struck out one time in this season.
Was a .328 hitter at Florida Southwestern College. Right on right the matchup. Uscali, a quick look over to Amable. Ready from the letters, Amable runs. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Throw down to second. Tails toward first. Good backup by Cameron Bass. But it's Lazaro Amable in with a stolen bag after Puglielli struck out.
Broadcaster's curse on that. Sorry, Puglielli. My apologies to you.
After the leadoff single, a stolen bag, Uscali gets his first out of the inning. Another one via the strikeout. That's his fourth. As he now faces Jalen Reese with a man in scoring position, down 3-0. Uscali, staggered stance on the rubber, goes home, and the first pitch fastball, golf foul. It slices out of play over the bleachers down the left field line.
Reese has been hot to start this season. He's 4 for 6. His first time up, he walked and scored a run. Just making a lot of contact. He's also scored three runs total this season. 1 run today, 2 runs prior.
Reese, a left-handed hitter from Lantana, Texas. Still just 22 years young. See him primarily in the outfield. You can see him on the bump as well. It's a right-handed thrower. Uscali out of the stretch. 0-1, fouled back into the netting. That fastball ran in on the hands of Jalen Reese. Couldn't quite get around on it.
Last time up, Jalen Reese saw a lot of pitches from Uscali, so I wonder if that will help him out in the batter's box this time around.
It was a 10-pitch at-bat in the first inning. Amable leads off second. Kim keeps an eye on him. Quick look from Uscali. He turns and goes home. Missing down and in with the cut fastball for ball 1. The Chill, as per usual, wearing the white tops, white bottoms. Chill written diagonally in blue on the front, outlined in black trim, blue numbers on the back, and then, of course, the California Winter League gray hats with black brims. Uscali's 1-2, runs inside once again. That evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0, Oregon leading Palm Springs. Lumberjacks looking for win number 2 of the year. Uscali's 2-2 pitch. Bounce to the right side. Consolazio waits back on it. He gloves, sprints to first, and wins the foot race against Jalen Reese. Advancing to third is Lazaro Amable. Pardon me, it's actually going to be Nick Knowles. Switched corners defensively this inning. And then Cale Thompson in at third. Nonetheless, 2 outs, Amable on third for Luke Fennelly. First pitch fastball on the outer half for strike 1.
Nick Knowles' primary position will be first base, but like we saw earlier, he can play at the hot corner at third base as well.
Uscali finds the zone once again, jumping ahead of Luke Fennelly, 0-2. Luke reached on an error, advanced on that same error in the opening inning. 0-2, slider runs away, ball 1.
No one hotter than Fennelly here in the California Winter League to start the season.
7 for 11 is Luke Fennelly right now. That's about a .637 batting average.
Good math, Jacob.
1-2, slow roller. Off the mound, Uscali, it's under his glove. Bass charges, got to move quickly. Throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Fennelly, busting it out of the box as Amable comes in to score, making it 4-0 in favor of the Lumberjacks. And now Oregon has scored in each of the first 3 innings.
That speed will help out your batting average. Fennelly able to get an infield single on a slow roller just past Uscali. And will pick up an RBI on that infield single.
Look, when things are going right, they're going right, and things are clicking for Luke Fennelly at the dish right now. First pitch fastball misses away to Devin McCary. 1-0. Pulled to the left side, through the hole for a base hit. Around second, digging for third. Fennelly dives in safely. Back runner going to second. Throw goes in there, not in time. Aggressive base running all around for the Lumberjacks. Fennelly going first to third on a ball hit in front of him. And then smartly trailing behind is McCary to take it himself into scoring position as well.
Good base running there by McCary. A little aggressive, but the right move to take second base. Take any extra bag you can if you're the Lumberjacks looking to tack on to their lead with 2 away.
Yeah, Oregon in the spot to really blow things out here. 2 in scoring position for Ronald Jackson, who fouls the first pitch back out of play for strike 1. 4-0, the Lumberjacks leading the Chill. Uscali checks the runners, a letter high set, goes home, and finds the knees with a fastball. Strike 2.
This is a big at-bat for Uscali. You want to keep this a 4-run game. 2 more runs could score for the Jacks if Uscali doesn't execute with a good pitch. Or right here, he's ahead of the count, 0-2. You need to strike out this batter if you're Uscali.
Struck out Jackson last inning. This time Jackson sneaks one through inside the first base bag. Fennelly in to score as Jackson digs for second. Behind Fennelly's McCary, he'll score as well. A 2-run RBI double for Ronald Jackson on his first hit of the California Winter League season. Half a dozen on the board for the Jacks. They lead 6-0.
That was a big hit from Ronald Jackson, his first one of the season, like you mentioned. Huge with 2 away. Nice job there from Jackson to extend the lead.
First pitch swinging is Shinichiro Ishida into the left center gap. He pokes it down for a hit. Coming around to cut it off is Vanderwall. Around third in to score Jackson. And following to second base is Ishida. Back-to-back RBI 2 baggers for the Lumberjacks, who now lead by a touchdown. Tough inning for Neil Uscali. The defense had harmed him in the first couple of frames, but getting hit around a bit here in the third inning. Pitching coordinator James Frisbee out to the mound to chat with Uscali, try and calm the right-hander down a bit. And we'll see if at some point someone in the Chill bullpen gets up. We've got 2 guys stretching now. But a 4 spot here in the third as the Lumberjacks in front of the Chill 7-0. Ishida leads off second as Uscali begins his battle with Daniel Mata with a fastball in at the knees for strike 1. Mata, the 8th man to bat this inning. 4 runs on 4 hits in the frame for Oregon as Mata slices one foul beyond the bleachers for strike 2.
Oregon has done a nice job taking advantage of the errors committed by the Chill. Also hitting with 2 outs. They've done a nice job with that as well.
Uscali from the stretch, 0-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Got him with the changeup. Did Uscali, and that puts an end to a laboring third inning for the Chill. They give up 4 runs on 4 hits, and it's Oregon in front 7-0 as we go to the 4th on the CWL YouTube. The Lumberjacks tacked on 4 more to their lead in the home third. They now lead 7-zip. And Dingus looking for a shutdown frame. First pitch, Reed lays a bunt down, pulls side, and shows off the wheels to beat it out for an infield hit. The first hit of the game for the Chill. Alongside Joey Senna, Jacob Kronberg sitting straight behind home plate at Palm Springs Stadium. Best view in baseball right here.
JT Reed giving Fennelly a run for his money. JT Reed is now 7 for 13 to start out this 2023 California Winter League season.
Both guys balling out early. Reed leads off first, a threat to run. Long set on the mound for Dingus, now goes home and hits Nicholas Knoll in the lower back. Second Chill player to be hit, putting the first 2 men aboard for Palm Springs in an inning where they're desperate for some offense.
That infield single, the bunt from Reed, was the first hit for Palm Springs, looking to get that offense going here in the fourth.
Well, you got 2 on, nobody out in the heart of the order coming up. It starts with Jacob Vanderwall playing left field today, naturally a catcher, as Dingus works from the stretch and misses low with the knuckleball for ball 1. 3 scoreless so far for Jared Dingus. He's given up just the 1 hit and has hit 2 batters, walked 1. Reed being held on at second. Fennelly's in his back pocket. 0-1 knuckleball. Laced into right field, moving in and toward the line. Reese will play it on a hop with the bare hand. Runners had to hold up, so everybody goes station to station. But the Vanderwall single loads the bases for the Chill, who have their best opportunity to date to score, down 7-0 early.
If you're Cameron Bass, the hitter right now, you need to do everything possible to put this ball in play, try to get a run across.
Get something in the air, guarantee
Exactly.
that run.
Anything but a strikeout if you're Bass in the batter's box.
Corners play even with the bag, middle infield, and double play depth. First pitch, hops away from Matta, breaking for the plate. Reed, there'll be no play. Diving in safely, JT Reed, and the Chill are on the board. Moving to third on the wild pitch, Nick Knoll staying put at first is Jacob Vanderwall. 7-1 now the score. Jack still in front, but this is a real opportunity for the Chill to get back into things and put up a crooked number. 1-0 to Bass, poured in for a called strike.
Same situation for Bass. Put this ball in play. The infield does go back since it's not bases loaded anymore. Try to find a gap or a fly ball to the outfield.
1-1 bounced out to second. Jackson a shuffle to short. Fennelly's return to first. In time double play. 4-6-3 Taylor made. Does bring in a second run of the inning for the Chill, but now the bases are vacated with 2 outs. And Tyler Cook coming up.
If you're Dingus and the Jacks, you'll take that, a run for a double play. Try to limit the damage here at the top of the fourth.
Bases empty, 2 down for Cook. Yeah, the Chill needed a couple of runs here to just keep the morale, keep things in it. They trail 7-2 as Cook swings over a breaking ball for strike 1. Dingus with the knuckleball finds the zone for a called strike 2. 2 runs on 2 hits in the frame for the Palm Springs Chill, down by 5 now. Dingus ahead of Cook, 0-2. Rocking and rolling, and the knuckleball misses up and away, ball 1.
Dingus is working quickly on the mound. He gets the ball back from Mata and is ready to go right away after he gets the sign.
Those pitcher best friends double plays can really put you back in rhythm. 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, and Cook down looking to end the road fourth. Chill do get on the board, a couple of runs, score on a wild pitch and a double play ball. And it's 7-2, Jacks leading, going to the home half of the inning. After this, on the California Winter League YouTube. 7-2 lead for the Oregon Lumberjacks over the Palm Springs Chill as we begin the bottom of the fourth at Palm Springs Stadium. And a call to the bullpen for the Chill. Fu-Yuan Chang enters in relief of Neil Uscali, who had a tough go today. 3 innings, 7 hits allowed. Rather, 6 hits allowed, 7 runs, 4 of them earned. First 2 pitches from Chang miss.
Uscali wasn't on his A game, but he also didn't get any help from his defense. When he comes out, there's a 6 under the errors for the Chill.
Not what you're looking for defensively out of your squad, and Chang's now missed with 3 straight out of the pen to the leadoff man, Caleb Rayford, who is 0 for 2. He has struck out and reached on one of those 6 errors. 3-0. Slider on the outer half, called a strike. Third appearance of the year for Chang. He's 0-1 with a 1.75 minuscule earned run average. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, just the 1 run allowed. And now he's moved the count full. Don't want to jinx it, has not walked a guy in 4 innings. Has struck out 3. Chang working from the windup, first base side of the rubber. Long step back. 3-2 pitch. Misses low, ball 4. And a leadoff walk to Raypert.
He fell behind in the count early. He was behind 3-0. Tough to come back there.
And Oregon already an opportunity here to try and answer the 2 runs allowed in the top half of the inning. They've scored in each of the first 3 at-bats, leading 7-2. Chang now works out of the stretch. Tight leg kick goes home, spikes a pitch in the dirt. It'll hop up 3/4 of the way up the net. And advancing up to second base on the wild pitch is Raypert. Took a wide turn about 1/3 of the way toward third base, but stays put at second in scoring position. Pinch hitting in the spot of Lazaro Amable is Luke Churchill. The right-handed hitter. Hitting for the lefty Amable. So Churchill digs in against Fu-Yuan Chang, who peeks back to the runner on second. Bass holding on Raypert. Inside move, and Bass wasn't even covering the bag. Does scurry over to catch the line drive throw, and in easily is Caleb Raypert.
Chang made an appearance in the CWL back in the 2017 season. So welcome back to Chang.
1-0 to Churchill, skied high into shallow left. Wind circling, spinning things around, sliding to a knee and making the catch is Hyunwoo Kim. Lost it while popping up. It is ruled a catch. Churchill retired, staying put at second is Raypert.
Yeah, Kim lost it on the transfer. Still go down as a catch. He did the hard part, and having to track it through this wind.
Yeah,
quite breezy
what
day
an
here.
Adventure that was, with the wind circling. The flags swirl out in center field, blowing every which way as there's more action in the Chill pen and a man stretching in the Jacks pen. Chang checks the runner, turns and delivers home to Andrew Puglielli, who goes after the first pitch, fisting it foul behind home plate.
An infield pop-up there was exactly what the doctor ordered for Chang, with a runner on second and nobody out. An unproductive out for the Jacks.
1 on, 1 out, 0-1 count to Andrew Puglielli, who has singled and struck out so far in today's contest. Chang's 0-1, belted to left field. Going back, Cook onto the track. He looks up. He lost it completely. 15 feet to his left. It lands on the warning track. Walking home is Raypert around second and into third, standing up with a triple. Andrew Puglielli. The wind victimizes the defense once again, and the Lumberjacks have scored in their 4th straight inning, leading now 8-2. 6-run lead for the Oregon Lumberjacks, who continue to tack things on.
They scored in every inning so far through 4.
And now they've got a man on third with less than 2 outs for Jalen Reese. First pitch fastball to Reese on the outer half, called a strike. .87 miles an hour off the bat on the triple by Puglielli as Reese falls behind 0-2. Taking a fastball on the outer half. Chang works first base side of the rubber. Front foot more toward the first base dugout than his back. He kicks and goes home, missing with the heater. Now a ball and 2 strikes to Reese, who walked and scored in the first, grounded out to first base in the third. Chang's 1-2 offering. Lifted into right field. Back into the gap. Goes Cook. It's over his head and down for a hit. Into score easily Puglielli. Reese into second, standing up. And it's back-to-back RBI extra base hits. One to left over Vanderwaal's head. The other to right over Cook's head.
It's been a hitting clinic so far for the Oregon Lumberjacks. 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, a crooked number, 4 runs in the third, and another 2 runs here in the fourth. They lead 9-2 to go along with 8 hits and then 6 errors for the Chill. That'll make for a big score.
First pitch, slow roller left side. Chang can't get it off the mound. Sprinting in, Kim will pick it up and put it in his back pocket. Going to be a broken bat infield single. On the first pitch, Luke Fennelly saw his second consecutive infield hit. Things clicking on all cylinders for the Oregon Lumberjacks. They're in front 9-2. Have runners on the corners, just 1 out for Devin McCary, who singled and scored last inning. Chang out of the stretch, delivers home and finds the knees with a fastball for called strike 1.
This is already McCary's 3rd at bat, and he's the 6th hitter in the Jacks lineup, and we're only in the 4th inning.
All around the merry-go-round, the lineup goes. 0-1, pulled down to third through the 5-hole of Cale Thompson. In to score is Reese. Going station to station behind him is Fennelly. It's going to be the 7th error against the Palm Springs Chill. And the Lumberjacks in double figures with runs. They have 10. They lead by 8.
Ronald Jackson will be the 7th batter of the inning.
And still just 1 man retired. Jackson swings over a breaking ball for strike 1. And he had one of the big hits last inning, a 2-run double that he just snuck inside the first base foul line. Chang's 0-1. In there for a called strike 2. Working the knee-high heater is Fuyuan Chang. 0-2 pitch home, breaking ball. In there, strike 3 called. Second time Jackson has struck out, and in both times it has been 3 pitches all taken as he's retired for out number 2. Chang trying to finally get out of this inning. 3 runs home already. It's 10-2, Oregon leading. But Chang's got to get through Shinichiro Ashita, who doubled to left center field an inning ago, driving in a run. He takes a fastball away, ball 1.
The wind picks up again. You can see the jerseys and the pants moving on the players on the field.
1-0 knuckle ball, rather, just a breaking ball. Got to have that knuckling fashion in the wind. Called a strike on the outer half.
Any foul ball or fly ball, I should say, will be tough to track right here.
1-1, pop up, shallow left. Wind spins it around. Kim tracking to a squat. He makes the catch. And that ends the inning, but not before Oregon continues to tack on offensively. A 3-spot in the 4th has the Lumberjacks in front 10-2 as we go to the 5th of the CWL YouTube. Lower third of the order due up for the Palm Springs Chill as we begin the fifth at Palm Springs Stadium. Jacob Kronberg, Joey Senna as the Lumberjacks lead the Chill 10-2. It's been all Oregon all morning long. First pitch breaking ball from Jared Dingus finds the inner half for a called strike to Hyunwoo Kim, who bounced back to Dingus in his only at-bat so far. Dingus out of the windup. Goes with the knuckleball, big breaker, lands low for a ball.
The games have been going for almost a week here in the CWL. We've been having a great time covering 2 games a day here at the stadium. Thanks for joining us.
1-1, Kim drills it out to left field. Going back, Raypert, it's over his head and it short hops the wall. Kim turns around second, will put on the brakes as Raypert picks it up on the wall and fires it in. A blast of a leadoff double for Hyunwoo Kim. And the Chill will have an immediate runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Kim was right on that pitch and delivered a shot all the way to the wall. Probably hit the ball around 350. Right in front of catch a big wave sign. Against the wind, he hit that ball too. An absolute shot from Kim.
Kim leads off second. The first pitch to Aaron Cook popped up left side. Over is the third baseman, Puglielli, but he runs out of room as it lands in the bleachers.
We have some movement in the Lumberjacks pen. Warming up is Roger Motley III. Motley's made a few appearances. He's warming up, the left-handed pitcher.
Dingus, inside move, throw to second, not in time, as Kim dives in safely, leading with the left hand.
Great move to second base right there from Dingus, almost catching Kim off guard. Kim doesn't have a huge lead at second base, but Dingus made that a close play.
It is a huge lead what Oregon has right now, in front 10-2. 0-1 to Cook, breaking ball misses down and out, ball 1. Cook hit by a pitch in his only at-bat, then was caught stealing, trying to advance to second. They play him deep in left, moderate depth in center and right. It's Luke Churchill now in center field, came in as a pinch hitter for a Mabel. 1-1 to Cook, in at the knees, called a strike.
Cook got plunked his last time up, hit by a pitch back in the second.
Kim all alone off second base. Dingus goes home, breaking ball in the dirt. Running is Kim. Throw to third over the head of a leaping Puglielli. Kim hops to his feet, scurries home, and crosses the plate standing up. It'll be a stolen base, then an E2 against Daniel Mata, allowing the Chill to plate a runner for the second straight inning.
Yeah, Mata just overthrew that, trying to get the speedy Kim at third. The ball kind of sailed there on Mata.
2-2 the count to Cook. Yeah, just kind of palm ball went right into left field. The 2-2 fastball tried to sneak it up on him to Dingus, but it misses inside.
Great location on that 2-2 pitch, trying to get a swing from Cook. Unable to get the call.
Sure, manager Cam Roth would love 5 from Dingus. Let Motley finish the job. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball pops in the dirt. Cook will give himself up, and that's the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 16, Jake Rybarski.
One out, nobody on for Jake Rybarski, the designated hitter, sporting the neon yellow batting gloves. First pitch from Dingus. Curveball lands in for a called strike.
We saw someone in pink cleats yesterday. We have all kinds of colors for gloves and cleats.
Yeah, you got to show off the style. 0-1, pulled down to third. Puglielli to a knee, he fields. Crow hops, strike to first. Gets Rybarski for out number 2. 2 down and the base is free.
Now batting for the Chill, number 9,
Cale Thompson will bat for the first time after coming in as a defensive replacement for Kevin Consolazio. First pitch misses low to Thompson, ball 1. Thompson just 1 for 8 to start the CWL season, does have a run driven in. Left-handed hitting infielder. Slash pitcher, he's pitched 2 times, takes a cutter on the outside, called a strike. Dingus out of the windup from the third base side of the rubber. Good knuckleball. Drops into the zone. Called strike 2.
Thompson's a great fielder. In 2022, he was a Gold Glover at second base in the 2022 National Rawlings.
Dingus kicks and goes. 1-2 knuckleball. Popped foul over the bleachers on the third base side. And we will do it again. 10-3 Oregon leading, and Jared Dingus, their starter, trying to get through 5 solid innings on the mound. He steps, kicks and goes, and the 1-2 trickled foul into the Chill dugout. Kim led off the inning with a double, stole third, scored on an error. Then Dingus proceeded to strike out Cook and get Rybarski to ground out. Right on left the matchup, Thompson with the slightly open stance in the lefty box. Another 1-2 pitch sliced foul toward our third base concession stands. And Thompson putting up a good fight.
Jackson at second base is almost in shallow right field, his heels on the outfield grass.
And playing Thompson in exaggerated fashion to pull. You've got Fennelly shaded up the middle, and off the line at third is Puglielli. Dingus out of the windup. And the 1-2 popped foul. Another emergency hack from Cale Thompson spoils the Jared Dingus knuckleball.
This is a good at-bat so far from Thompson, battling off those pitches, looking for the pitch he's looking for, like right down the middle with the fastball, trying to get one over the plate from Dingus.
8th pitch of the at-bat misses away to Thompson, evening things up at 2-2.
Thawing him off until he gets one of those.
It's a touchdown lead for the Lumberjacks, in front 10-3. Dingus looking for the put-away pitch. He gets it. Called strike 3 with the fastball. And Thompson down looking to end the frame. Chill do scratch across a run, but they're down 10-3 as we go to the home 5th after this on the CWL YouTube. 9-1-2 due up for the Lumberjacks as we begin the home fifth. Oregon in front 10-3. Stan Yamada goes after the first pitch, chopping it to third. Thompson charges, gloves, and an overhand throw across the diamond gets Mata by a couple of steps to begin the inning. One pitch, one out for Fu-Yuan Chang in his second inning of work. One out, nobody on. Top of the order for the Jacks. It's Caleb Rapert for the fourth time in 5 innings. First pitch in there for a called strike to Rapert, who has struck out, reached on an error, and walked. Chang's 0-1, misses inside, evens the count at a ball and a strike.
So, Jacob, you've been in Palm Springs now for a couple weeks. What's been your favorite thing about Palm Springs, your first time out here?
I'll tell you after this. Rapert trickles one to second. Bass charges, mishandles, throw to first, barely gets Rapert. Nearly had an infield hit on the mishandle by Cameron Bass, but he holds on for the out. Well, baseball in January and February is just not something that's ever been a part of my life coming from New York. So that's awesome. The fact that I sit at a ballpark every day and work is incredible. Wearing shorts in these time of the month, just a cool sight to see. First pitch swinging is Churchill. He grounds it to third. Cut off by Thompson. Strong throw to first gets Churchill. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the fifth for Fu-Yuan Chang and the Palm Springs Chill. Sixth inning coming up. 10-3 Oregon leading on the CWL YouTube.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the sixth inning. The Lumberjacks with a 10-3 lead. Jared Dingus's day is over. That's what his final line looks like. He pitched 5 innings, giving up 3 hits on 3 earned runs. He walked 2 batters while striking out 5. The new pitcher for the Lumberjacks will be Roger Motley, making his 3rd appearance. He's pitched 2 2/3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, 1 run. That run was unearned, and he had 3 punch-outs to go along with that.
Yeah, another solid day on the bump for Dingus, and you're going to hand things over to your hard-throwing lefty trying to just shut things down and secure this victory.
Batting for Palm Springs, leading off the 6th, is JT Reed. Reed in a 1-1 count is 1 for 2. He had a single and scored back in the 4th. In the 1st inning, he reached on a fielder's choice. 1-1, Reed hits it to 3rd base. Nice play there from Puglielli. The throw not in time with the speed of JT Reed. That'll be an infield single. Reed's 2nd infield single. His last time up, he reached on a hit. That was a bunt.
Fennelly. He's matching Luke Fennelly.
That's right.
We've seen, I think, 5 total infield singles in this contest.
So that brings up the number 3 hitter for the Chill, Nick Knoll. Knoll was hit by a pitch and scored his last time up in the 4th. Motley looks over at Reed at first. Motley delivers outside and down low, strike 1. It's been a windy morning here for this game 1 of the doubleheader here at Palm Springs Stadium. Motley way ahead, 0-2 to Knoll. Knoll struck out swinging back in the 1st inning, looking for his first hit. That'll be a foul ball up in around the hands. That was right off the handle of Knoll's bat. Almost hit him. Roger Motley, the southpaw from Detroit, Michigan. We'll check on Reed at first, who gets his white jersey dirty for the 2nd time. Motley delivers the 0-2 upstairs, ball 1. A rather cool day here in the 50s. Pretty big wind chill, 10 miles an hour.
We've had a couple of windy days this week, and one of them we expected with the storm on the horizon that somehow missed us. But today it's definitely dropping with that wind chill, about 10 degrees to feel.
JT Reed takes off. Mata the throw, not in time to get the speedy Reed.
Just too quick, just too good of a jump. He's put that incredible base running on display every day.
So Knoll, who's behind in the count, 0-2, now in a full count. Motley checks Reed at 2nd, delivers home. Up and away. That'll be a walk for Knoll. So Knoll on 1st, Reed at 2nd. The cleanup man will step in from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Jacob Vanderwall. Motley looking for a strikeout or double play ball here in the top of the 6th. Paints the outside corner, strike 1. Great location there from Motley. The Lumberjacks ahead of the Chill, 10-3. Motley, nice breaking ball that sliced through the zone. To Vanderwall. Motley looks in, gets the signal from Mata. Checks Knoll at 1st base and Reed at 2nd. Kicks, delivers. Fly ball from Vanderwall to center field. Mabel settles under it. Reed goes to third. The throw in. Not in time. A wonderful throw from Mabel in center field. But with the speed of Reed, just getting under the tag. Pardon me, that's Churchill on the throw, and an amazing throw at that.
There's just nothing you can do. Reed is too fast. He circled around that ball, did Churchill, charged it, threw a strike on the money, one hop. Reed just had too much speed.
One away now for Motley and the Jacks. Cameron Bass steps in, takes strike one. Runners on the corners. Reed at third, Knoll at first. That ball's in the dirt. Nice job from Mata to keep it in front of him to keep Reed at third. If any ball gets past Mata, we know Reed is going to score with his speed. Bassett into a double play his last time up back in the fourth and flew out to the shortstop. Before that, in the second, another fly out to Fennelly, who settles under it for out number 2.
But a real chance now for Motley to work out of that 2-on nobody out jam. He's gotten a couple of soft contact outs.
Tyler Cook now steps up to the plate. Still runners on the corners. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Swinging on top of it is Tyler Cook for strike one. Motley looks in, gets the sign. Just to the left of Jackson, who made a diving attempt. That'll be an RBI single for Tyler Cook. In to score, JT Reed. Second time he's scored today. The Chills still trail 10-4 here in the 6th inning. Knoll now on second. Cook on first. For Hin-Woo Kim, the shortstop. Lefty on righty matchup here. Kim takes strike one. Last time Kim was up, he hit an absolute blast to left field, all the way to the wall. He probably hit the ball about 350 feet down there and straightaway left.
There's no wind coming in. Hyun-Woo Kim probably has a long ball to his name in this contest.
One ball and one strike to Kim. 2 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Jacks lead 10-4. That ball slices through the strike zone, but finishes inside. Two 2-1 to Kim. Kim hits that foul. Heads up in the Lumberjacks' pen. The Chill have scored the last 3 innings. That ball gets away from Motley. The count is now full. The Chills scored 2 runs in the 4th and a run in the 5th and the 6th to account for their 4 runs. And the Lumberjacks scored 2 runs in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, 4 runs in the 3rd, and 3 runs in the 4th. The runners go on full count, but Kim takes a walk.
Find a gap here. If you're Aaron Cook, it's a ball game all of a sudden. 10-4 game, 3 straight innings with a run for the Chill, and you clear the bases on a double in the gap. All of a sudden, it's 10-7 with still another inning of at-bats to play with.
Cam Roth and Motley and Mata have a quick mound visit. So 2 away, but the bases are loaded for the Chill. for Aaron Cook, the catcher. Motley attacking the strike zone to Cook, strike one. Huge at-bat here in the top of the sixth. The Lumberjacks with a 10-4 lead. Cook struck out swinging in the fifth. And back in the third, he was hit by a pitch. The 0-1 is hit to Fennelly at short, and it takes a bad bounce. 1 run in to score, and that is it. Everyone moves up a bag. And the Chill cut into the Lumberjacks lead, 5-10 now, and 2 runs have come across here in the sixth.
Yeah, Cook kind of had to play hopscotch around that ground ball, which made it really tough for Fennelly to see. It's going to go down as a hit.
So the base is still loaded for the Chill. The number 9 hitter, designated hitter, Jake Rybarski, steps in. Lefty on righty matchup here. Outside strike call for Motley. 1 ball, 1 strike. We have Cook on third, Kim at second, and Aaron Cook, the other Cook, on first. Tyler Cook is on third. Jake Rybarski at the plate in the 2-1 count. Motley gets ready from the windup.
Just keep the train moving if you're the Chill.
10-5 Jacks lead.
We're down by as many as 8.
Rybarski takes just outside. Close call there.
Motley wanted it. K-Strut was on the move. Now you get the runners in motion. Merry-go-round's going to go.
2 outs, full count. Rybarski puts it in play. Puglielli settles in front of it, throws a strike. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Chill tack on 2 more runs. And the Jacks lead 10-5 as we head to the home half of the sixth. Andrew Puglielli will get things started for the Jacks. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Jacks lead 10-5. Ball 1 from Chang.
Puglielli's had a real nice day. Single, scored a run in the first, tripled, driving in a run, and then later scored in the 4th.
Outside, strike 1 for Chang. We hope you can join us for Game 2 at the stadium today. Depending on when this game finishes, it'll be around 12:30. The Grizzly taking on the Rush. That ball's put into play, and that's a fair ball right by the diving Thompson, who dove to his right trying to make the play, but into right field, and that'll be a stand-up double for Puglielli, who adds on to his terrific day.
Puglielli, home run away from the cycle. It's going to be tough to get up again, but you never know.
The way the Jacks are swinging the bat today, you never know. That'll be the Lumberjacks' 10th hit of the game. They have 10 runs to go along with that. The Jacks have taken advantage of the 7 errors committed by Palm Springs. So the left-hander, Jalen Reese, will step in the batter's box. Will face the righty Chang, who checks on Puglielli and throws. Kim acted like the ball went past him, trying to catch Puglielli sleeping. A big hack there from Jalen Reese comes away empty.
Reese with a couple of times on base as well today.
Reese puts this ball in play. Bass, the second baseman, delivers to first. In time, out number 1 for Palm Springs.
The shortstop, number 21, Luke Fenley.
That'll bring up Luke Fenley, who we've talked a lot about today. Coming into today's game, he's leading the CWL in hits.
And he still will be when this game ends. Added 2 more.
And JT Reed has given him a run for his money for that top spot. He takes ball 1. The infield in for Palm Springs, trying to keep this a 5-run game here in the bottom of the 6th. Jacks lead 10-5. All 4 infielders in on the edge of the infield grass. The 1-0, that's a blooper into shallow right field. That'll be an RBI for Fenley and another hit.
First guy to reach 10 hits in the California Winter League this year. He is now 10 for 14.
That's crazy.
He is hitting around 700.
Those are some video game stats.
It's been a week, Luke. Save some hits for everybody else, I guess. But
brings up the designated hitter, Devin McCary, who will bat with 1 on and 1 away. The Lumberjacks lead is now 11-5. The Jacks have scored in every inning except for that 5th.
The 5th inning that spanned a whole about 7 pitches on 3 quick groundouts.
That was one of the quickest innings I've ever seen in all of baseball. Time-wise, maybe 4 minutes. That's fouled back into the metal bleachers.
Oh, here
Makes
it goes.
a loud sound as soon as it hits, and then it trickles down, and you could hear it every step of the way.
Make the play. He got it. On the move.
That man looks like he's ready for some free popcorn. McCary, the 2-1, gets hit by the pitch. That'll move Fenley over to second. And it will bring up Ronald Jackson, the second baseman for the Jacks. Back in the 3rd inning, Jackson had an RBI double, and he struck out looking in the 4th. 1 for 2. Outside ball 1 delivered by Chang.
Got men up in both bullpens. Two guys just throwing for Palm Springs.
Big hack for strike one by Jackson.
And then Shui Chen Zhang is throwing. He might get the 7th for the Lumberjacks with them up by half a dozen.
1-1 checking the runner. Delivers strike two. Lumberjacks 11, Palm Springs 5. Lumberjacks have been lighting up the score sheets. 11 hits on those 11 runs.
Yeah,
Ball
offense
two
all
in the
around.
dirt.
Offense all around today. We got a final score from our turf field game. The Canada A's with an 8-2 victory over the Washington Blue Sox.
We've seen the offense show up here the last couple of days in the CWL. 2-2, Chang delivers home. Strike three looking. That's Jackson's second strikeout looking today. Chang now has 2 away.
First baseman number 29, Shinichiro Ishida.
Brings up Shinichiro Ishida. He'll bout with a couple guys on, and now 2 outs. Ishida had an RBI double back in the 3rd inning, and he flew out to short in the 2nd and the 5th.
That double was driven extremely well out to left center field, and they're going to continue to leave that gap with Vanderwall hugging the line in left.
Chang looks back at the runner and will step off. Luke Fennelly at second, McCary on first. Fennelly picked up another hit and another RBI. He's on second. Ball's put into play. Nick Knoll moves to his right and will flip to Chang in time for out number 3. And that'll end the 6th inning. But the Lumberjacks tacked on one more run and lead 11-5 as we head into the last inning. New pitcher for the Lumberjacks, Shi Xuan Zhang. He's making his 3rd appearance. So far, he's pitched in 2 games, 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 0 runs, and 9 strikeouts across those 5 2/3 innings. Strikeout machine is Zhang. Hitting for the Chill on the left side is Cale Thompson, who took over for Kevin Consolazio. 1-2 count to Thompson. Lumberjacks with a 11-5 lead. Strike 3 from Zhang. We'll make quick work of Thompson. And that'll bring up the speedy center fielder, JT Reed. Reed is 2 for 3 on the day. He scored 2 runs, has a stolen base. 2 singles, 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 6th. And he reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st. Reed bats from the left side, awaits the pitch. Reed hits one up the middle. Fennelly gets in front of it, delivers a strike to Ishida at first for out number 2. It's been all Lumberjacks today. They scored 2 runs right away in the 1st, tacked on another run in the 2nd, and scored 4 runs in the 3rd inning.
We've tied the most runs in a game so far this winter with the British Columbia Bombers yesterday, who had an 11-10 walk-off win.
First walk-off of the CWL season as well.
It was over on the turf field. Hopefully we get a couple of those thrillers here at the stadium.
We're hoping so. That breaking ball bends in the zone. Strike 1 to Nick Knoll. The 1-1 is low in the dirt. The 7 errors committed by Palm Springs help contribute to the Lumberjacks' big offensive day.
Yeah, not usually a winning recipe.
Knoll hits this down the right field line, and that peels foul off the fence. Reese will throw it back in play. The right fielder. So nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Nick Knoll. The Lumberjacks with a big 11-5 lead. Lumberjacks looking to improve to 2-2 on the season. That's fouled back into the netting. Barring a miraculous comeback here, the Chill are going to fall to 1-4 early on in this CWL season.
Plenty of games to go.
Knoll hits this in play. Jackson moves to his right, throws over to first base. And that retires the side in order. Quick work for Zhang. So the Lumberjacks take this game by a score of 11-5. Dingus will pick up the win, and the loss will go to Uscali. Thanks for joining us on the California Winter League YouTube channel. I'm Joey Senna, joined by Jacob Kronberg. We hope you can join us for Game 2. Game 2 will feature the Grizzly and the Rush. That game will start around 12:30 p.m. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be, and have a safe and wonderful afternoon.